Hello, good morning again, live from Buckingham Palace, where more and more people are arriving every minute to see the latest of the official celebrations for the Queen's 90th birthday. Today it's Trooping the Colour, it's the Queen's birthday parade on today, the Queen's actual official birthday. Very good-natured crowds here, there's a bit of a party atmosphere already, lots of people chatting to police, taking selfies, and hip hip hooray was heard just a few moments ago around the corner as well. And meanwhile there's a bit of street cleaning going on, a few last-minute preparations, because in just over an hour we'll see the Queen and other members of the royal family travel from Buckingham Palace to Horse Guards Parade to inspect almost 1,500 soldiers and officers and more than 200 horses as well. So quite a spectacle. But as ever, fashion watchers are going to be paying close attention too. They'll be looking out for the Queen's outfits this weekend. And to talk about that, I'm joined now by the fashion stylist Lizzie Zita. She's at Sky News Centre for us this morning. Morning to you, Lizzie. Now,
good morning.
Until the late 80s, the Queen would actually have been on a horse doing this parade in military uniform, but that's not the case now, obviously, at the age of 90. So what does one wear to troop the colour?
Well, the Queen is very famous for wearing bold, simple shapes, bold colour. And I think that she will wear something very colourful, very strong. This is all very, very well thought out, Anne, by her team of dressers. She has 11 dressers working for her, headed up by a lady called Angela Kelly. So I think the main thing that the Queen will be thinking about is how to make herself very visible to all the people that have come to see her. And she will definitely wear a hat, I would have thought. And the planning that goes into the hats is amazing. Cut away from the shape, a little bit high, because the Queen is not the tallest person in the world. Everything that she wears is there to help her communicate with her audience.
And you say a team of dressers and advisors all around her, but do we know if she's actually interested in fashion herself?
Well, I suspect that she does it out of duty. I think she does enjoy some aspects of it. She looks knockout in her evening wear. Very fairy tale, very beautiful, and has done all the way down the decades. But I don't think she's a vain woman. You never see herself glancing in the mirror. In this Instagram age, you never, and down the decades as well, I don't think that she is massively obsessed with her own image. It's more about, for her, communicating to her hosts, telling her host she's very glad to be there. I mean, look at what happened in Ireland when she went to Ireland in 2011. She wore a bright green coat, which melted everybody. Everybody was in it. It was called Shamrock Green. And when she went to the state banquet, she wore a dress covered with 2,000 hand-sewn shamrocks. And all the time she's giving these small signals about diplomacy and about good manners.
And it's fascinating, isn't it? We were just looking at some of the pictures from down the ages. 90 years old. We have to keep remembering that, her official birthday today. And you can look back and follow how fashion changed just by looking at those key events in her life.
Yes, I mean, and she's stylish as opposed to fashionable. She cannot be fashionable in the position that she holds, but she looks knockout. I think she does an amazing job, and a lot of thought goes into the outfits. For example, her dresses are weighed down by little weights. For example, she's always climbing in and out of aircrafts, so they can't blow around. All these things are tested before. So I think fashionable, there is a nod to it. For example, in the 60s, her skirt got shorter, and she wore amazing outfits, some of them in very bright yellow, that were definitely, looking back on them, in that 60s shape. But to be a slavish follower of fashion, no. She's stylish, which is more important.
And at the end of Trooping the Colour, the royal family come back to Buckingham Palace. We're going to see them on the balcony behind me at about 1 o'clock for the fly past. And then there are all sorts of royals to look out for fashion-wise, aren't they? Am I right in thinking that the Duchess of Cambridge is the one that most people will look at to see what she's wearing?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. She is such a beautiful, she looks like a model. Everybody will be looking at her to see what she wears, and as soon as she wears something, it flies out of the shops. She has that much power. Yesterday, I think she was wearing like a powder blue outfit, which looks really, really lovely.
Well, Lizzie Zita, it'll be fascinating to see the whole event. Thanks very much indeed for your expertise and input. It's really interesting. And as I say, we'll be covering all of Trooping the Colour later on this morning. Alistair Bruce will be guiding us through that as ever. And there's a weekend of celebrations. We've got a big picnic tomorrow on the Mall as well. So there's lots to watch here on Sky News both today and tomorrow.
OK, Anna, thank you.